53 kilos all the way up to 120 pluses. And the action has been heating up, and of course none of this is possible without our fantastic sponsors, Alico, who just keep producing the goods year in, year out. Started way back with one of the best waffle irons on the planet, and now of course the best plates and weightlifting gear on the planet. I'd go as far as saying in the universe. Uplift, of course, bringing fantastic coaches, quality coaches from around the world together with athletes, letting athletes train with quality coaches on their own schedules, and SBD, some of the greatest lifting equipment on the planet. Right now though, Jacob Mann in the under 66, 67.5 kilos on the bar. 15 years of age on the world stage. Opening his day with 67.5 kilos, opening with a personal best. We just watched the women sub junior, and I have to admit their technique was absolutely outstanding. And a great start to his day. That should be a good lift. And it is. It's on the board at 67.5. Anton Kurlinen from Finland now, looking to open with 80 kilograms, just 16 years old in the under 53s, weighed in at 51.2 kilograms this morning. And looking to open with 80 kilograms. And this is a tough event for these young men. Such young men have been lifting for a year or a few years, and here they are at the International World Championship event with referees, crowds, spotlights, cameras, commentators, just adding to the pressure. And a good opening lift. 3 white lights and it goes on the board, so we'll load up to 100 kilograms now. Konstantin Vakrushev from Russia, 100 kilograms. And he is going to have his hands full with Karyev from Kazakhstan today. Another very young man, 16 years of age. But this is where the development starts, and this is how we get great technicians in the opens, as they start here. Great touch to the chest, fantastic press. And it goes on the board with 3 white lights. Akita Hariyama from Japan now, 102.5. So he is the heaviest lifter in his group. So he is going to have to outlift his competition for the gold medal. 102.5 on the bar. The chief referee gives the bar loaded call. Been competing for 2 years, this young man. So these young men balancing their training, balancing their studies, some of them balancing part-time jobs as well, and still getting it done. .5 on the bar, gets the start command. Nice touch to the chest, very light. And back to the top. And it should be a good lift. It is. He gets 2 white lights. He gets 1 red there, which I imagine is probably for his hips lifting, his butt lifting off the bench, I'd say. Can't quite see from this angle. Right now, Sharif Kuriev from Kazakhstan, 102.5. Weighed in at 52.1, so he's the lightest in the 53 kilo class. Gives him a little bit of an advantage. Only having to match his competitors for the gold medal. Gets a good press on it. And the referees say good lift, it's on the board. Wojciech Majira from Poland, 115 kilograms. And this young man has got a absolutely monster bench on him. He's pushed up into the 140s previously. Now looking for 115.
Start. Press. Rip.
And handles that with no problems at all. Inan Kuriev from Kazakhstan now, 120 kilograms on the bar. Trying to set a bit of a benchmark here in the 59 kilo class. And sending a message to Bakrashev from Russia that if you want the gold medal, you're going to have to come after it. So 120 kilograms. Came down a little bit offline there and ran into the rack on the way back up, but it didn't provide any assist, so it's a good lift. He did a 122.5 at World Bench last year, so there's more to come from him. Right now, Mansur Rasulov from Kazakhstan. Another very young man, just 16 years of age. With 130 kilograms on the bar. That's great setup there. Lifts that chest to the bar, times the press command absolutely perfectly, and gets the 3 white lights. What a technician at such a young age. Vladislav Morozov from Kazakhstan, 155. The numbers are building up now. The world record in the 66s is 190 kilograms. Absolutely huge. So 155 on the bar. Record in the 66s has stood for around 19 years.
Press.
Just struggled with his touch there. Very uneven lift. Let's see what the referees say. And it's no lift.
He wasn't gripping the bar.
Usa Goto from Japan, 165. And the chief referee has just explained to the jury why he was red lighted, Robert Crawford, and has explained that he wasn't gripping the bar. So 165 on the bar for Yusi Goto from Japan. And he is going to have his work cut out for him in the 83s. That is one tough field. Only 10 kilograms separating all lifters. Berber from Lithuania is going to have the advantage, being about a kilo lighter. Nice touch. Very, very good press. And he gets 3 white lights on the board. So we load the bar at 165. Dmitry Kabildanov from Kazakhstan. We're in the 83s now. The tall young man weighed in at 81.95, just 17 years of age. We'll see how many years he manages to stay in the 83s for. 165 on the bar. Pulls it down. Speed off the chest. That is a very, very good lift. 3 white lights, and we load the 170. Alexandra Kuzovov from Russia, 170 kilograms, still in the 83s. 170 kilograms, well away from his best lift. So the world record for the sub-juniors in the 83s, 235 kilograms. Set back in 1997. And a great lift there. 3 white lights to go on the board. Rokas Berber from Lithuania, 175 in the 83 kilos. And some records in these sub-junior classes that were set back in the 1990s, as far back as 1996 in the 120s. Now walking in the shoes of giants. $175 kilograms, 18 years of age. A great setup. Nice touch there. Got a little bit out of control, but he regathered it. And he gets it on the board. So we move around to second attempts now. We'll have 2 groups here today. So 53s to 83s. And then we'll do the 93s to the 120 pluses. Jacob Mann, USA, 75 kilos. Opened at 67.5. Now looking at 75. This is well above where he's ever lifted before. And he is just 15 years of age. And great coaching from the US team there, making sure Jacob goes out and talks to the center spotter. I'll let him know where he wants that bar. Nice light touch. Great press. Fantastic technique. 3 white lights. Anton Koronen from Finland, 102.5. At an opening lift of 80 kilos, now he's jumping up to 102.5. looking to give himself a shot at the challenge for a silver or a gold medal. Trying to put himself in a little bit of a position well above where he has ever lifted before. But they have been training all year for this. One of the toughest competitions on the circuit. You get 3 chances and that's it. Gets the start command. He's working hard for it. It's still moving up. Locks it at the top. Let's see what the referees say. 2 white lights. It goes on the board. They're going to have to tighten that shirt up a little bit. They want a challenge for the gold medal, though. Akita Hariyama from Japan. 110. He opened at 102.5. He needs to put this 110 on the board now to put some distance between him and Kirsten. $110 kilograms. Equal to his personal best. We're in the 53s. The world record is a massive 160.5 kilograms. Way back in 1999 from Yo Tamura from Japan. Light touch. Speed wasn't great, and you can see the bar has dipped down. It was just a little bit too much for him. Going to need to make a few little adjustments to that shirt. See if they can get a little bit more power. Sharif Kiriev from Kazakhstan now wants 110, so we're still in the 53s. Kirsten, who opened with an 80, is now looking like he's put himself in position with his second lift to maybe just challenge for a higher position. He's the lightest lifter in this group as well at 53s. So if he can match the other lifters, he could find himself walking away with a gold medal. Kuriev needs to put 110 on to put some distance there. That's a better looking lift. That looks good. And it is with 3 white lights. Konstantin Rakushev from Russia, 120 kilograms. Trying to close the gap on Kuriev from Kazakhstan. So he's taking a big 20 kilo jump. $120 kilograms. His opening lift at 100 looked fantastic. Let's see if 120 can look just as good. Better bar position. Locks it to the top. Let's see what the referees say. He got better bar placement on his touch, but unfortunately 2 red lights. We'll have a look at the replay there. Might be able to see some daylight. Difficult to see from this angle. Looked like a little bit of bar dip as well. Heenan Kariev from Kazakhstan, 122.5. He needs to put this one on the board to hold out the challenge from Vakrashev. $122.5. He had a good opening lift at 120. And 122.5. Still looks like he's warming up. He's going to be hard to catch. We load now to 145 on Sir Rasulov from Kazakhstan. 145 kilograms on the bar.
Bar's loaded.
Opened at 130. It's a very good lift. Now wants 145. Morozov from Kazakhstan in the 66s missed his opening lift at 155. So this edges Rasulov ever so closer to that gold medal.
Start. Press.
Fantastic lift. Does not look like slowing down at all, and that puts himself in a very, very good position. Vladislav Morozov now, 155 from Kazakhstan, so he missed his opener. He needs this lift though, because Rasulov is just trying to nip at his heels. So 155 has to put this one on. Or he's going to find himself under all sorts of pressure. Massive flexibility in this young man.
Start.
Gets the start command.
Press.
Nice soft touch. Much better lift. Got a nice soft controlled touch there and gets the 3 white lights, and he's back on track. Wojira from Poland now, 157.5. He's taking a very big jump in the 74 kilo class. The world record in this weight division, 212.5 kilograms, set back in 2000 by Pavel Korolov from Russia. That stood for almost 20 years. Good touch. Plenty of speed and plenty of power. That looks like a good lift. And it is, with 3 white lights. Dmitry Abdulov from Kazakhstan, 175. We're in the 83s. And in this weight class, it is going to come down to that last lift. And these guys are going to push each other to the absolute limit.
Start. Press. Ramp.
Making it look easy today. And you have to take your hat off to the coaches of these young men who are just drilling in that technique so beautifully. Yusi Goto from Japan, 177.5.
Bar's loaded.
177.5 kilograms for Yusi Goto. So a good choice of weights there, just sitting in between and waiting to see what happens with everyone else. $177.5.
Start.
Looking for a light touch, gets a very nice touch there and gets that bar back to the top. It should be a good lift, and it is. He might just find himself challenging for a gold medal here. So we load the bar now to 180 kilos. Alexander Kuzabov from Russia.
Bars loaded.
180. Needs to get this one on the board to stay in position, or stay in a position to challenge for those top medals. $180 kilograms.
Start. Press.
Great touch, great press, and has plenty of room to move. So he gets that on the board, and we load to 180. Rokas Berba from Lithuania, 180 kilograms. So he is the lightest in his weight class, 79.95 kilograms. And all he has to do is just sit back and wait to see what everyone else does. He only has to match his competitors to get the gold medal. $180 kilograms on the bar.
Start.
Tightens everything up. A little bit wobbly on the touch, but he has plenty of power. There's plenty of speed off the chest there, and gets the 3 white lights. And we are flying through this group here. We are right down to the start of the list again now at 80 kilos for Jacob Mann. And he'll go home with a bronze medal today.
Bars loaded.
So the bar is loaded at 80 kilograms. Very mature lifter for someone who is just 15 years of age.
Let him do the work, Jake. Let him do the work.
$80 kilograms.
Start.
PB, personal best by 20 kilograms. He's having to work for it. He gets it to the top. He gets the rack command. What do the referees say? It's a good lift and a 20 kilo personal best. Anton Kurinen from Finland, 110 kilograms. Opened at 80, went to 102.5. Now looking at 110. He's got a bronze medal in the bag, but if he can get 110 on the board, it might be just enough to move up the rankings. This will temporarily put him into first position with a couple of lifts to follow. $110 kilograms. It's going to be a tough ask. His second lift was tough, and he's just flattened out. You can see as the bar came down there, he just lost control. The bar took him for a bit of a ride, but what a fantastic effort from that young man. So now we have 117.5 on the bar for Akita Hariyama from Japan.
Bars loaded.
117.5. The bar is loaded at 117.5 for Hariyama from Japan. He opened at 102.5. He missed 110, and now he's looking at 117.5. If he misses this lift, he'll actually go back to the bronze medal based on body weight. And just a little technical issue with the clock. Chief referee just making sure the clock is working. We've got some button issues, and that should fix everything. Press the secret fix the red light button box, and the bar is loaded for Akita Hariyama. And good experience for this young man. So 117.5. This is an important lift. This will either secure the silver medal and temporarily put him into the gold medal, or if he misses, he goes back to the bronze medal on body weight. Lifts that chest up high, he's looking for a light touch. And you could just see as the bar came down there, it stretched him out. You could see it pushed through to his chest and it stretched him across as he touches there. His shoulders shift. It stretched him out there. So he will go home with the bronze medal. And right now, 117.5 on the bar for Sharif Kuriev from Kazakhstan. And he has the gold medal secured. He is secure on the gold medal.
That's right.
And he's made a change. He put in a late change there to drop it back to 117.5. He doesn't need 125. He'd rather try to go 3 from 3. So Sharif Kuriev from Kazakhstan, 117.5. And he'd like to go home with not just the gold medal, but he'd like to go home with 3 from 3 lifts. It'd certainly be a nice way for him to finish his day. Again, all of these young men are such great technicians. He's driving as hard as he can. He gets it back to the top somehow. And the referees say 2 white lights, that's good enough to go 3 from 3. So we load to 122.5 now. Konstantin Vakrashov from Russia. 122.5. He missed 120, but he wants 122.5. He's going to take the fight to Kuriev and see if he can just somehow manage to get himself a gold medal. He weighs 2 kilos or around 2 kilos less than Kuriev. So all he has to do is match him. If Kuriev misses his 125, Vakrashev goes through for the gold medal. So certainly a big call, but certainly worth a try. It's his biggest competition lift. He might just get this, he's muscling it, and that right side just not playing the game. He was so close to getting 122.5 and challenging there. Was certainly worth the risk. Kenan Kuriev now 125. So he has the gold medal. Now wants a few extra kilos on the board. So the bar is loaded at 125. Already has the gold medal. Wants this to go 3 from 3. He's been consistent, 102.5, 110, and now 117, sorry, 120, 122 and a half, and now 125, just a 2.5 kilo jump. He's getting a replacement of the bar, being instructed that he's not gripping. His coach telling him, you have to grip that bar. It's part of the rules. Your hand has to completely grip that bar. And that looks a lot better on his grip there. And it gets back to the top. It should be a good lift. And it is. 3 white lights. Mansour Rasulov from Kazakhstan now 157 and a half. This will temporarily put him in the gold medal position as well, with 1 lift to follow him. So he opened at 130, hit 145, now looking at 157.5. He's lifted above this before, so it should be on the cards. He knows what it feels like. He knows what to do. So 157.5 kilos, a very, very mature athlete, especially given his 16 years of age. Gets the start. Struggles to balance it on his chest there. Just didn't get the press that he really wanted. And that's a shame, but he'll go home with a silver medal. Vladislav Morozov from Kazakhstan now 160 kilograms. He has the gold medal wrapped up. No one can take that away from him. Now he wants 160. And he has the experience under this sort of weight as well. Let's see if it pays off for him. He's got that chest up as high as he can. Nice light touch. That looks like a great lift. And it's 2 white lights, that's enough. I'd say the red light there is probably for some head lift. Probably won't be able to see from the replay. Just see it start to move as the bar came down. Wojciech Majura from Poland, 167.5. Opened at 115, jumped to a massive 157.5. Now looking at 167.5. And he'll take home a gold medal today as well. Got a nice touch there, and it looks like a good press. And he gets 2 white lights for 167.5. It's on the board and goes 3 from 3. Dmitry Kabadilnov from Kazakhstan, 182.5. And this will temporarily put him in to the gold medal position. And he'll have to wait and see if the others make their lifts. 182.5. $182.5 on the bar. A massive, massive lift by any standards. It's a good press. That should be a good lift. And it is, with 3 white lights. So he has put himself in a good position. He's done everything he can do. Now he just has to sit back and wait. Yusi Goto from Japan, 187.5.
Loaded.
187.5 kilograms for Yusi Goto. If he gets this, he will temporarily go into third position. If he misses this, he goes back down to fourth. 187.5 kilograms.
Start. Press.
Gets it to the top. He's had to fight for it. And he gets the 2 white lights. It's on the board. So he is temporarily sitting in the gold medal position. Rokas Berba from Lithuania, 187.5. And this will temporarily put him in the gold medal position on body weight. And Kosovo has put his last limit at 190. He has the option to change depending on what the other gentleman lift. So right now, Rokas Berba, Lithuania, 187.5. Great, he's got a great setup. He's a great technician. He's struggling to keep that bar steady on his chest, and that has hurt him. So that has hurt him quite a bit. So now Alexandra Kuzabov from Russia is looking for 190. Probably could have changed it if he wanted to, but he's confident with this. And this will move him into the gold medal and give him the gold medal. If he misses this, he will go home in fourth position, I believe. Plenty of speed. He's going to have to work it though. And he does. And it's 3 white lights that goes on the board. And he'll take out the gold medal with that one. Right now we move straight into the 120s and 120 pluses. And the 93. So we've got the 93 kilo, the 105s, the 120s, and the 120 pluses. And some big numbers on this board. Toth opening at 220. Belasov opening at 210. But right now, Batlamej from Poland looking for 110. The 120 plus class now. And 110 is a nice looking warm-up lift. Great to see he's bringing his warm-up out to the crowd. Dylan Wysocki from USA, 142.5 kilograms. Opening right on his personal best. So opening on a personal best of 142.5. Let's see all these guys get their opening lifts. We say it over and over again. It's not where you start, it's where you finish. A little bit wobbly on his chest, and you can see that's thrown his bar park quite a bit. And sometimes that can be a consequence of opening on a personal best, but they'll go at the back, they'll make a few little adjustments, tighten a few things up, move a few things around, and he will smoke that on his second attempt. Matias from Poland at 155. Simkiewicz 155 kilograms. (18 years of age), under 93 kilo lifter, got a best lift of 160. Oh, it's a very awkward touch to the chest, but he managed to recover it. Somehow he regained control of that. If you watch the bar come down, just gets a little all over the place. Shane Kirsten from the USA, 160 kilograms. Looking for 160 to open here today. He's in a tough class in the 93s with Shubakov from Russia opening at 187.5. And Russia having an outstanding day so far, cleaning up in the sub-junior women. And that is a great press, that one. It should be white lights all around the board. It is. Alex Ox from the USA, 175. 175 kilograms on the bar. 105 kilo class for Alex the Ox. A massive opening lift, 175 for the world record in the 105s. It's 295 kilograms. The 93s, 238, 120s, 300, 120 pluses, 310. Alex the Ox, 175 kilograms. And that should be a good lift. He made short work of 175. Nikita Rodenko from Kazakhstan, 175 kilos as well. Weighed in at 120.35, which is only just a 120 plus lifter. It's giving away monster kilos. But as he gets older, you're going to see him grow and develop into one great power lifter. Gets the start command, light touch, nice press, and he puts it on his board. Pavel Shubakov from Russia, 187.5. We're in the 93s. 17 years of age, has already been competing for 4 years. And this young man is someone to be watching. 187.5 kilograms for his opening lift. He's got a 200 kilo personal best. And a very, very powerful lifter. Look at the speed of that. That absolutely flew up. So he did a 200 equipped the Russian Championships earlier this year. Rustam Sanatov from Russia now, 190 kilograms. Russia with another big team here in the junior men. Weighed in at 118.6, so just at the top end there of the 120 class. Absolute brute strength for 190, making it look easy. So we load the bar to 200 now. Clemmie Ostrosky from Kazakhstan, 200 kilograms, goes on the bar.
Loaded.
200 kilograms on the bar, 120 class. The world record in this weight class, 300 kilograms for the sub-junior. Absolutely monstrous.
Start.
300 kilos
Press.
is the world record. 200, he had a bit of problem with the right side there. I think that's going to haunt him, and it has. He got a great press, it flew up, and then just had some problems with his right arm and couldn't lock. The bar dipped a little bit. Ivan Belousov from Russia now, 210 kilograms in the 120 pluses.
Horse loaded.
210 kilograms on the bar. The world record, 310 kilograms, set by Ryoki Fujimoto from Japan back in 2000. This is such an enormous amount of weight for these young men to be holding.
Start.
They are so strong. Gets to the chest. Wow, talk about speed. Took it to the top and locked it out. Nicholas Toth, 220 kilograms from Czechia. This is dead on his personal best.
Horse loaded.
Nicholas Toth. 220 kilograms he did at the European Powerlifting Championships in April this year. And he has a massive raw bench on him as well at 157.5.
Start.
Wants a light touch, gets it, gets a quick press call, and should get 220, and he does with 3 white lights. Goes on the board, we roll around now for our second round and load the bar to 142.5 for Dylan Wasocki from USA. Using those beautiful Eleiko plates that are calibrated so precisely. You might be training in the gym and you are using 25 kilo plates there. They could weigh anything between 23 and 26 kilos. You just don't know. With Eleiko plates, you know. 142.5 on the bar. Dylan Wasocki from the US of A. Missed this on his opening lift. He got a good touch to his chest on his opening lift, but just couldn't convert it. And I imagine they've made a few little adjustments out the back, and this lift will look very different. Much better touch to the chest. Just didn't drive back hard enough. You watch the replay, you see pushed up with not a whole lot of backward drive there, reverse drive. And then it made it very hard to change directions. Bartholomew Twazinski from Poland now. 160 kilograms on the bar. 160 on the bar. We're in the 120 pluses. Weighed in at 138.45 kilograms. He was 125 before breakfast, then had some Eleiko waffles just to get up to the 138. Now he wants to put 160 on. And he does. It's so nice of him to bring out his warm-up to the platform. Absolutely outstanding. If you're a 120 plus lifter in the opens, you're watching these guys like hawks, because these are your future competition right here. Matus from Poland, 162.5 in the 93s now. $162.5 kilograms. Taking his time. Fast descent, very fast. Gets it back to the top. And it's a good lift. Very, very fast descent. Really trying to make use of the stretch shortening cycle there. Shane Kirsten, USA, 165. So opened at 160, now looking for 165. Just a smidge under his personal best. $165 kilograms on the bar. He's having to work hard, gets it back to the top. I think it's a good lift, and it is with 3 white lights. 182.5 goes on the bar for Alex the Ox from the USA. $182.5. He opened at 175 and looked good. Now he wants to equal his personal best. Weighed in at 103.15. $182.5. You can see that shirt really compressing across his chest, and he handles that very, very well, and it's a good lift. Akita Hariyama from Kazakhstan wants 182.5 as well. He's pretty solid in the silver medal position in the 120 pluses. Weighs in at 120.35. He'll get some peanut butter and plenty of potatoes, and he'll be up to 150 in no time. Peanut butter and waffles, the staple diet of a 120 plus. Fantastic lift. Gets it all the way to the top, muscles it through, and he gets the 3 white lights. Pavel Shuvakov from Russia, 195.
Loaded.
195 kilograms. He is pretty solid in the gold medal position if he gets this one. But if he misses this, USA and Poland are trying to peg him down. His 187.5 was like lightning. He is one very, very powerful lifter. Gets the touch of the chest, gets the speed, and gets it to the top. That should be a good lift. And it is. It's on the board with 3 white lights. If you are in the juniors or open to the 93s, you're watching this guy. And now Rustam Sanatov from Russia, 202.5. 202.5 kilograms. He is trying to put some pressure on Ostrosky from Kazakhstan, who missed his opening lift. And he got a great press and got good speed. It looks like his left hand just swung back a little bit, rolled his wrist a little, and lost control. Can't really see his wrist from this angle. You can see his elbow push forward a lot as he drove it off his chest. Clemmie Ostrosky from Kazakhstan, 205 kilograms. Missed his opening lift at 200. Put on an extra couple of kilos now to see if we can push that shirt down a bit more. $205 kilograms. Here we go. Taking his time. Wants a soft touch, wants a quick press command. Gets it. And gets it to the top. That should be a good lift. Remember, the bar is allowed to stall halfway, but it cannot go down. And he gets it on the board. So we load the bar to a massive 220 kilograms now for Ivan Velasov from Russia. Well over his personal best. We're in the 120 pluses.
Horse loaded.
And these 120 pluses are powerful. The world open record is 415 kilograms. Just showing the center spotter where he wants that bar to land. So 220 kilograms. He's pretty much secure in the gold medal position. And he's only had to put one lift on the board. Great setup, elbows locked. Gets the touch, drives it hard, locks it at the top, and that should be a good lift. And it is with 3 white lights. And we keep loading to 230. Nicholas Toth, Czechia in the 105s, wants 230 kilograms. Well above his opening lift, which incidentally was a personal best. Now he wants 230 and his 220 personal best he did earlier this year, the European Powerlifting Championships in April this year. And now he wants to better that with 230. Nicholas Toth, Czech Republic. Remember that name because he is coming for the Opens in a few years' time. Gets a nice light touch. He's going to have to work it, but the bar has dipped. Unfortunately, that bar just dipped. He got a great touch. Speed off the chest, but 230 just wasn't there today. Right now, Dylan Wisocki from USA is in all sorts of trouble. Needs to register a lift. He missed his 142.5 opener, missed it on his second. Now he's just hanging on for life and trying to stay alive. This isn't going to change his position. He's not going to move into the medals. He needs to get this one on for his own pride and his own confidence. His personal best is 142.5. He's opening on that today. $142.5. He lifted this at the US APL Nationals earlier this year. That looks better. Come on, get that left hand up. You can do it. Gets it to the top. He's smiling. He feels good. And he gets it on the board. And he goes home with a lift at the World Championships. Saved his bacon. Matus from Poland, 187.5. This will be enough to temporarily put him up into the silver medal position. $187.5. He's having to work hard. He gets it up there. Somehow he managed to muscle that and he gets it on the board. His coach is ecstatic. So now we load for Shane Kirsten 187.5. So this will move him up to the silver medal position.
First loaded.
He is the lighter lifter in this category. $187.5. Opened at 160, went 165. Now looking at 187.5, which will be his biggest competition lift. $187.5. Nice light touch. Press call was quick, which is good, but it's just a little too heavy today. And he gave it everything he had. Well, he will take home the bronze medal. Alex the Ox, USA, 190 kilograms. 175 opener, 182.5 second, now looking for 190. He is strong. And he still has many, many years to develop his strength and his technique. It's the world champion in the making here. You're watching out for him. And that bar, just, you can see, that's a great example of how the shirt can just take control and take you for a ride. Great job from the spotters there. And it's a perfect example, though, of just how fast that shirt has a mind of its own and decides, well, you're going this way. Come with me. Akita Hariyama now, Kazakhstan, he wants 190.
First loaded.
Akita Hariyama from Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan have had a great team here this week. And they've gotten themselves plenty of medals. They came to hunt medals, and that's what they did. And that shirt, you can see just controlling him a little bit there, but he managed to recover, and he gets it to the top. Let's see what the referees have to say about that. It wasn't a pretty looking lift, but it's 3 white lights. Doesn't have to be pretty to be a good lift. Bartholomew from Poland now with 190. 190 stays on the bar. He has the bronze medal. This won't change that. $190 kilograms. Let's see this one go on the board. Nice touch, plenty of power. He's still warming up. He has so much more in the tank. And great sportsmanship there. And gently shaking the hands of the referee so his big arms don't rip their arms off. Pavel Shubakov from Russia, 205. You don't realize just how big some of these guys are until they walk past the desk we're sitting at. Pavel Shubakov from Russia, 205. He has the gold medal. He is the world 93 kilo sub-junior champion. And he is a future open world champion. Super, super powerful lifter. The speed that he gets off his chest. And there's 205. Should be a good lift. And it is. They load the bar to 207.5 now. Rustan Sanatov from Russia. 207.5. This will temporarily throw him up into the gold medal position, but he'll need to lift a personal best to do it. So this will temporarily put him into first position. And Ostrosky from Kazakhstan will have to at least match him. Oh, he grinds that one to the top, locks it out, and there it is. 3 white lights. Ostrosky is going to have to match him or outlift him. He has 210 on his card. He only has to lift 207.5. But he wants the 210. He wants to send a message. The mighty Clem. 210 kilograms. Got off to a bit of a rough start with 200 kilos. Threw 205 on and said, "It's really not a problem, coach. Put me in." And now looking for 210. And he's found his rhythm now. And that should be a good lift, and it is. 230 kilograms goes on the bar. Nicholas Toth, he opened at 220 and gets the gold medal with his opening lift, but 230 he missed on his second, and he wants redemption. He knows he can do this number. He was so close on that second attempt. You can see they've pulled that shirt panel down a little lower. The sleeves look a little tighter. You can see it really stretching across his chest there. It's going to be a fine balance to find the tightness to get the power you need, but still be able to get the bar down to your chest. Let's see if they've got it right. Nice touch. Plenty of power. That's better. That looks good. And it is, and it's on the board at 230. So 235 goes on the bar for our last lifter, Ivan Belousov from Russia. 235 kilograms. Opened at 210, then went to 220. Now wants 235. He is the 120 plus sub-junior world champion, but wants to finish on 235. He's been able to run his own race today. No one able to challenge him. Ivan Belousov. Remember that name. Gets the touch. He had to work hard for the touch. He's tried to muscle it, but it just couldn't quite get 235. But he put in an almighty effort. So Nicholas Toth will take a gold medal in the 105s. The Ox from USA will take the silver. Ostrosky the gold in the 120s. And don't go too far away. we will have the medal ceremony very shortly, and there is lots more action to come this afternoon.